You have too much expectations. You have read so many books. Like you have, it's just that you've not done the practical, but you have read so many books. Like your imaginations are wild. Your imaginations are wild. Like your expectations are high. And maybe your husband is now not giving you that thing you want, that expectation, especially if your husband is also a first timer. You get, you guys are just trying to work things out. You understand what I mean? Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Toyosi. I film about relationship, motherhood, faith, and lifestyle from Port Harcourt, Nigeria. If it's your first time here, you're welcome. And if you're a returning subscriber, I really appreciate you guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you very much. So today I'm going to continue on our series Sex Note for Brides to Be and Newly Wedded Bride. So today today I will be sharing some stuff with us, which is also very important, and it's also very, should I say, sensitive now to ladies, to we ladies. You get what I mean? And it's when you don't feel like having sex. When you don't feel like having sex in marriage, in marriage. Anything you hear me say about sex, it's in the concept of marriage, man and wife. Do you get me? Husband and wife. So if you are not married, please, anything I say here, it's not applicable to you. Anything I say here about sex, it's not for you. It is not for you. It's for people that are married. So if that is why I said you have to have a mature mind. Be matured in mind. If you are not planning to get married, I don't even think you have to be watching this video. Thank you. So when you don't feel like having sex, you know, and it happens to we ladies that you don't even want to feel like having sex. You don't want no man to touch you. You don't want your husband to touch you. Sometimes you are just dry. You just want to, it's just that I don't want anybody to touch me. You don't want any skin to skin, whatever. It's, and I want to say that it happens like that, and it's okay if you feel that way. You know, women, we have our swings, we have our mood swings. It happens like that you just want to be all by yourself. Sometimes you don't even want to you don't feel like, you don't feel like having sex. And if you're newly wedded bride, it's okay too if you don't feel like having sex. And one of the reasons sometimes when you don't feel like having sex as a newly wedded bride is because of pain. Is number one is pain. When you marry as a virgin, there's a tendency that you will go through a lot of pain, and that pain can make you totally tune off sex. It can make you totally tune off sex if you're not careful. You just tune off. You don't want your husband to touch you because you don't want to go through any pain. If you have not been sexually active, then you're going to go through a lot of pain. So sometimes you don't even want your husband to touch you because you cannot just imagine yourself going through that pain again. So you now be practically barasa. You understand what I mean? You're practically running away from your husband, like, oh God, like that. Sex is not like a punishment to you. Sex is not like a punishment to you. I've been there too. I've been in that situation before. Sex will now become a punishment. Like if you now want to have sex, you're now like, hey, oh, like, it's not out of excitement. That is not out of excitement, but it's out of pain. You get like pain. You know what I mean? Pain. So pain can cause you not to feel like having sex. So what you do in such situations is to talk to your husband. Be gentle. Like, let him know that you're going through pain. Tell him to be gentle with you. And also, um, let your foreplay be top notch. You understand? So that by the time you want to do, that place is like very, very wet. So there can be easy accessibility. Like your husband can easily access you. You get what I mean? So let your foreplay be top notch. When your foreplay is top notch, then your body, like, that place will be very easy to access. You get, for the intruder to intrude, that place will be, you get, you get what I mean. I don't know how to put that on YouTube now, because I hope you understand what I mean. So let your foreplay be top notch. Also talk to your husband about it. Be gentle with me. Like, there is no need to rush things. Be gentle, because when you start rushing things, like when you want to force that thing, like you want to forcefully penetrate, like when your partner wants to forcefully penetrate, there's a tendency that you are going to get hot. There's a tendency that you are going to tear. Like, this is not baby tears though. Like maybe when you want to have babies and you know like tears. You get what I mean? This is intruder tears. So if it's not gentle with you, there is a tendency that you are going to have tears, and that is going to come with a lot of pain. So when he wants to come back inside, then that pain will be landing inside your skull. So tell him to be gentle. Let your foreplay be touch not, so that that place can be, you get, it's going to come into a state that it will be easy for the intruder to intrude. You get what I mean? And also, like I advised in my previous video, awkward wedding night, get a lubricant. It's going to make the work easier. You get a lubricant, and make sure you are using it. Make sure you are using it anytime you want to make contact, anytime you want to be intimate with your husband. Make use of the lubricant. So pain, it can make you not feel like having sex as a newly wedded bride. You get what I mean? Another thing that can make you not to feel like having sex is how do I put it? Like, you have too much expectations. You get what I mean? You have too much expectations. You have read so many books. Like, you have it's just that you've not done the practical, but you have read so many books. Like, your imaginations are wild. Your imaginations are wild. Like, your expectations are high, and maybe your husband is now not giving you that thing you want, that expectation, especially if your husband is also a first timer. You get, you guys are just trying to work things out. You understand what I mean? Your expectations are too high, and you are not now getting that thing that you want to get because of your wild imaginations. Then you might not want to have sex. Like, you'll be like, I'm not getting this thing. This guy is not getting this thing. This guy is not this, that. This guy is not that. This guy is not this. This guy is not that. You understand what I mean? So if your expectations are too high, and maybe your husband also is a first timer and is trying to maneuver things, he's trying to work his way into the, you get what I mean? Then you might not feel like you just want to I beg, like, I'm not even getting what I want, so I beg, leave me. And it's too early to get into that kind of situation in your sex life as a newly married couple. It's too early to get into such a, you get what I mean? So if you are not yet married, please stop having all these wild imaginations about sex. Like, you know too much. It's okay to know, like, I'm not saying that you should be ignorant of those things, but let your imagination be, like, you get, on the moderate level. Don't go and be watching all these movies that, you get, that has, that will make your imaginations, I don't know how to put it now. And when you now get married and your husband is not giving you what you want, then you're not like, ah, in that movie, like in that novel I read, in that, no, don't fantasize too much. Like, too much of fantasies are in your head. So when you now get married, it's going to be a problem, especially if your husband is also a first timer and is just trying to get things right. You understand what I mean? So try as much as possible to just just to watch what you, just watch the things you read, the movies you see before you get married. Like, all the, let, sex movie, don't let it now overcome your your subconscious mind. That, you get what, I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. I don't know if I'm making sense, but I'm just trying to explain these things to us. Like, if this thing now eats into your subconscious mind, there's nothing your husband can do. You will never be satisfied sexually. It will never ever satisfy you sexually if you have these, all those wild imaginations. So if you have all this kind of imaginations, you might not want to have sex with your husband. You get? So watch it. Watch the movies you see, watch the novels you read, watch the books you get what I mean? So that when you now get married and you get married to a first timer, you're going to have a problem. You get what I mean? So you now, like, it's not, you get what I mean? So just try as much as possible to watch all those things. You get you get what I mean? This man, you get what I mean? Also, some of the causes of those things, like you don't feel like having sex, is sometimes stress can, like stress, when you're exhausted, when you're overwhelmed, just um take a breath. Like, take a breath, or you take a break for that thing that is overwhelming you, that is exhausting you, that is stressing you up. Like, for me, if I'm under stress, like, I would just be cranky. Like, I don't even I would just be cranky. So I don't want anybody to touch me. I just want to be on my own. So sometimes, just when you are stressed up, when you are exhausted, when you are overwhelmed, you might not feel like having sex. So just try as much as possible to breathe. Try as much as possible to breathe, and also take a break from that thing that is stressing you up, because you don't want your husband to start feeling somehow. You get what I mean? You don't want your husband to, like, uh, leave. You get, you don't want to start being cranky, like somebody is using pin to juke you, using that thing to juke you, and you're feeling like it's pin that is juking you. You understand what I mean? So just watch it, eh? Just watch it, as in, work on, if you are stressed up, take a break, rest, like, breathe, breathe, and that in itself is to calm body. That is to calm body. Like, it's like, it suits you, like it suits you. So just chill, just chill. You get what I mean? The next one, some newly wedded bride, they tend to enter into depression. Yes, they tend to enter into depression. I don't know the cause of this. I'm not a psychologist, but I understand that, because for me, when I got married, where I was coming from, there used to be a lot of people in the house. You get me? So I'm always used to people being around, a lot of people around me. So when I got married, it was my husband and I alone in the house. My husband will go to work in the morning, come back, and they were working on some things at the office there. So it comes back very late, sometimes 10, sometimes after 10 in the night. So I'll be all alone in the house. And it was kind of boring. You get what I mean? It calls me, like it calls to check up on me. You get what I mean? It calls to check up on me. But because where I was coming from, I'm used to people around, I'm used to people in the house. So when I got married, I was kind of like, what am I doing here? You get what I mean? This is just the truth. I was just like, what am I doing here? Where is everybody? What am I doing here? Where is everybody? I was just all by myself. Even if I turn on the TV, I'll 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 reduce the volume to the minimum. Like I was now used to being like you. I don't know if you get what I mean. So that's also so. Sometimes when your husband now come back and want to start touching you, you are just like, guy, let me be. Like that thing can really work on your mental. I don't know how to put it now. I'm not a psychologist. So be careful not to fall into depression when you get mad. Just be careful not to fall into depression. Then also get something doing. When I got married, I was 7. I got married February. We passed out April. So immediately I passed out, I was at home. You get what I mean? So I was not doing anything. I was not doing anything. So in the process of that, I took in. So I couldn't do anything. So I was always at home. So I want to say this, that get something doing. Like do something, get busy. So that even if your husband is not around, if your husband is not the kind of person that is always around, then you are distracted one way or the other. Get something doing. You get what I mean? I don't know if you understand me now. Get something doing. Be distracted. Like get something doing. Get something doing. So if you are depressed or if you are bored, you might not feel like having sex. So watch it. Brighten up. Like get yourself distracted. Just do something that will get you out of that boredomness. I don't even know if that one I don't know if that English is correct. Just try as much as possible to get something doing. Get out of like that boredom. You get, just get out of that so that you get what I mean. So that boredom or depression, like in between can make you not to feel like having sex. Okay, that is another way. Okay, so I don't want this video to be super long, as you all know. So I'm going to end this part here. I don't know which part is going to be, one or two, but I think the series still continues. I think I still have one more episode or one more part to go. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up and also drop a comment for me in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe if you are yet to, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.